out of the darkness and bring me into your light. And I don't care how I get there as long as I'm by your side. When they call, they will be pleased. I just wanna be where you are, 'cause the heaven surpasses the stars. Want to know you more and every day I want for sure to take me all over the globe, because my eyes are open. Show me, take me to your glory. I wanna be so close, I wanna be wrapped up in your presence, so most high. No distraction to your reverence. Live inside. Let your spirit with my spirit please abide. Eternal love is priceless. It's such a love, no price. When my circumstances arrive, I know that you will arise. People pop up, people zombie. Your love is the greatest I've seen. You give me hope, give me vision so I can dream. Dearest Father and my closest friend, open up my discerning, because my eyes are open. Show me to you. I wanna be so close, I wanna be wrapped up in your presence, so most high. No distraction to your reverence. Live inside. Let your spirit with my spirit please abide. Abide. Abide with me. Abide with me. Abide with me. Abide with me. I wanna be so close, I wanna be wrapped up in your presence, so most high. No distraction to your words. Live inside. Let your spirit with my spirit please abide. Wanna be wrapped up in your presence, so most high. No distraction to your words. Live inside. Let your spirit with my spirit please abide. Abide. I wanna be wrapped up in your presence, so most high. No distraction to your reverence. Live inside. Let your spirit with my spirit please abide.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh. Let's go. You're doing something to me. I love how it jiggle and roll. You're doing something to me. You're giving me full control. I know you know. I want the love, I want the love, I want the loving tonight. I know you know how to make your boy feel nice. Oh baby, you're doing something to me. I can't get you off my mind. The way you rock back on me, that bumper wicked for spite. I know you know. I want the love, I want the love, I want the loving tonight. I know you know how to make me feel just right. So come, let we dance. Let we groove. You put me in a mood. And we breaking all the rules. I want to say, you're doing something to me. You put a spark in my fuse. You're doing something to me. You put rhythm in in my blues, and we don't know. Once the drinks in, we head how the thing does go, and we don't know. You are the star of the show. Once again, you're doing something to me. I just can't escape your moves. And when you hold on to me, I love how you're whining rude. And we both know you want the love, you want the love, you want the loving tonight. Can't stop this flow, cause we sure to have a time. So come, let we dance, let we groove.
You got me up on she night and day. Got me up when she wind on me. Got how you rock on the line right there. Now give it up cause she nice right there. And when she ting down there, I swing down there. Got me up on she night and day. Now let this go, now let this go, now let this go, now let this go. Come jam up on me, girl, bring that body. Spread your sweet on me, darling. Cause what you do, I'm me ballin'. What I feel it. Say baby, I come to wine. Chase some of that, yeah, have a good time. It's all I want, yeah. So come give me all of that, yeah. I said
the way I each and pan you like, I know I suck and pan you like. Them go and think we sexy, nah. Them go and think we sexy, nah. The way I grip and pan you like, I know I hold and pan you like. Them go and think we sexy, nah. Them go and think we sexy, nah. But I just whine, we are wine, we are wine. And them think we sexy, nah. Make them think we sexy, nah. But I just whine, we are wine, we are wine. And them think we sexy, nah. Them go and think we sexy, yeah.
Touch me like you need it, need it, need it. Would you say it to me like you mean it, mean it, mean it? You and I both know you feel it, feel it, feel it. So come say it to me like you mean it. We both know you need it.
listen to double M when I'm singing to you, girl. Yo, I am feeling, just feeling, I'm feeling. See what I'm seeing. Oh, baby, yeah. Do you see what I'm seeing? I am feeling, I'm feeling. I know you feel it too. Girl, I know it's true, yeah. Do you want me to try to hold it back? Tell me, baby, do you like it like that when I rock with you? Ooh, girl. We down here, wine, slow wine. Speed it up. Wine, slow it down. Wine. Baby, when you go dance till the morning, come make we dance till the morning. Like oh, girl. We gonna make love till the morning. We gonna make love till the morning. Like yeah.
No. Juve morning, everybody tripping, drinks them sipping, woman finger licking, and so tantalizing. We love the way they whining, I know the gal them got the wrong stripping. Well, from yourself out on the road, love how you whining. The way how you carry a heavy load, love how you whining. And the way you move, and the way you groove, woman know you put them on them, you know the move. And the man down the eye make you look so rude. Love how you whining. The way you bubble, the way you move your spine, the way you move your body, girl, you really blow me mind. Oh Lord, yeah, give me a little wine. Woman, you know me now, waste no time. Well, me love the way you bubble it when you day on the road. Behind the truck, you looking at your bumper exposed. I want to take a wine and it don't think that I'm road. Woman, you make the ranks so explode. Hey! From yourself out on the road. Love how you whining. The way how you carry a heavy load. Love how you whining. And the way you move, and the way you groove. Woman, know you put them on them, you know the move. And the man down the eye make you look so rude. Love how you whining.
Woman, you're my destiny.
You're the best of me.
Losing you would be a tragedy. You leaving me, girl, that go mash up me.
Mash up, mash up.
You leaving me, girl, that go mash up me.
Oh no.
Many search for love, but I found life. Feel like I don't deserve you, but I know that I do.
I know that I do.
Can't help but smile when road boy by your side. In all the darkest times, your love to shine bright. Watch me now. Sweet lady, you're my baby. For you, me walk over time. SOS, baby. If you get my text, please reply. Oh, baby, tell me where you gone. Oh. Baby, call me and just come home. None don't really matter. It don't matter. Long as I'm next to you and you next to me. None else don't matter. None else don't matter. Once I'm next to you and you next to me. Baby, baby,
I want my money right now. Just give me money right now. I want my money right now. Just give me money right now.
They say invest, get your money in show.
I want my money right now.
You bring 10,000, you must get more.
Just give me money right now.
Tell the hard man, I'm looking for him, man. He not answering, and I'm looking for him, man. Tell him I want my money, I want my money, yeah, right now. Tell him I need my money, I need my money, yeah, right now. 'Cause I want to be rich like I live in Dubai. Everybody got to live so nice. Can you have your money and I have mine, oh. I want to be rich like I live in Dubai. Everybody got to live so nice. Can you have your money and I have mine, oh. Don't sell your soul for money, no. Don't live your whole life seeking vanity. Money can make you happy, but money is a necessity, and I know why too important to ever remain a poor man. So tell them bring all my money for me. Tell the hard man I'm looking for me.
turn me up in the headphones. Yeah, right there. Sweetest girl of mine. Girl, you're sweet and fine. And when I look inside your eyes, I'm amazed by your beauty. And when I'm holding on your thighs, I can tell that you want me, because you're full of sweetness. And girl, your love is my weakness. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it back, yeah. Come give me all you got. All you got, yeah. Girl, pack your clothes, let's take a nice trip. You choose the place you wanna visit. Let's escape tonight and wake up together. Let's make love tonight and let's love forever.
Look, she there, right there, yeah. Look, she there, right there, yeah. When you're dancing, I just want a chance and I can't do without it. Don't want to touch you with my hands, just your waist and my pants, and I can't do without it.
Fix your face. Fix your face.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, because this is internet radio, so we are all over the world, so that means there are different time periods. Okay, so right now what? It's 12 o'clock here, a little after 12, so someplace else it's 12 a.m. in the morning. So this is the People's Chat Room, and my name is Lima Dunbar, and I know you can speak for yourself. Say something, Nana.
Hi. So I'm just I'm stretching out in about a million different directions today.
Okay, so yes, last night I reached out to Code. I was like,
don't say reach out. Say it
What?
properly. Say it properly.
what? So you tell me what I should say.
No, I'm telling you, just say you bully me. You strong armed me. So what, ladies and gentlemen,
All right, he
Lima,
said his part.
what Lima likes to do is like last minute, just drop a ton of bricks, and
But that makes you think.
and then she goes.
And you
I want
come
it.
through. You always come
That's the
through.
problem.
So stop shortchanging yourself.
That's the problem.
Ooh.
That's the problem.
Today is the day that we begin simulcasting on Cultural Vibrations Radio. So we are live on Cultural Vibrations Radio right now. We are powered by iTunes Radio. We will be in rebroadcast mode tomorrow, Sunday on islandbeatradio.net. So I have a smile on my face because yes, I bullied him last night, but look, he came through.
That's the problem.
And Rodney assisted also. So we appreciate. We
Shout out
appreciate
to
it.
Rodney, because Rodney and I was on the phone until almost after 12, maybe 1 o'clock in the
Really?
morning. Yes.
No apologies on my part. We're doing good. Thank you.
You said no apologies, or
No, I'm not apologizing
you're
for
not
making
apologizing.
you. Yes, expand on the brain and all
Rodney,
that stuff.
Rodney.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord
hit
have
Rodney.
mercy.
Go ahead. All
So we
right.
start all our shows with a gospel song. And this morning you were honored to listen to Alicia, and she is out of Jamaica. Beautiful song. And today we are honored to have as our guest Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite, or Brathwaite, because some people say Brathwaite and some people say Brathwaite. So I know in Trinidad we say Brathwaite, but in other Caribbean islands it's Brathwaite. Mr. Brathwaite has more than 40 years of experience as a technology investor, product developer, and executive. Prior to Celesta, which he is a founding manager partner, he co-founded Riverward Capital, a private equity firm focused on investments in high-growth technology companies. He spent over 25 years as a technology operating executive, including serving as CTO of Flex for more than a decade, and most recently as the chairman and CEO of Aptina Imaging. He previously served in various engineering and technology leadership roles as Intel and in Chip. He earned a master's degree in polymer science from the University of Waterloo, Canada, and a bachelor honors degree in applied chemistry from McMaster University, Canada. So we're really honored to have Mr. Brathwaite on with us today. And it's all, listen, the Grenadian connection is powerful. Mr. Angus Steele of Spice Concoction, you the man.
Don't let Angus' head swell, because it would
but,
reach.
but justifiably so.
It would justifiably
you the man.
so. But Angus' head will swell all the way into this studio, all the way across the Atlantic.
I have to monitor his responses because I know he listening.
Yeah,
he
I
said
know.
we are on in
Yeah.
Wester Hall.
I know
so,
he's listening too, and
you
he's smiling. He's like, man, ooh.
I also want to give a
Only
shout
love,
out
only love,
to
only
Dr.
love.
Carl Roberts, who has his book, Navigating the Digital Transformation Imperative, ICT Integration, Deployment, and Global Competitiveness. And that book should be available from or on September 30th. So, of course, we're going to push it because that's what we do.
And we're going to explain what it is.
Yeah.
We have a little quick video clip to explain exactly. But Lima ran through it. She ain't slow down. She went straight through that green light. She ain't look left nor right, which she's supposed to do any which way. But she didn't explain exactly what the book is in detailing. But we have a quick video to just give you a
Kinda
little
break it
synopsis on that.
And also, obviously, when the book is available, we will have Dr. Roberts on to have a conversation with us. But it really ties in with our guest today, Dr. Nicholas Brathwaite, or Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite. So in the meantime, I want to turn you back over to DJ Code Red. But before we do that,
Why don't you say that? Why don't you just say
because I just remember after the fact, remember today is Shades of Summer. And tonight we are going to be in the house with Scrunter, right? That's all I wanted to say.
That's all you want to say?
Yeah.
Charlie, my girl come flip it like a flipper gram, flip flip it like a flippergram. Make your bumper flip like a flippergram. Flip it like a flippergram. Flip it like a flippergram. Girl, wind up on my body, girl. Why like it's a carnival? Girl, me love the way you wine for me. Girl, your wine is so emotional. So wind up on my body, girl. Me while you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you active, no, you no lazy. Girl, you a party animal. To own your wine, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. You wine so good, you just so good. Girl, me love how you crush. Hey, say you better, better than me. Better, 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 better than me. Oh yeah, baby girl, you and your only. Independent girl, top shot girl, you a put me on rewind. Every night and the girl, you a bust up my mind. Too long, me longing to find you. Oh baby girl, me no play for one above. Hey, you a super duper, super healer. Baby girl, I saw you are my lover. Bless the one above you, love you like my daughter. I'm gonna treat you right and respect you like my mama. Girl, say you are better than me. Say baby you are better than me. Baby girl, you are in your own league. Independent girl, girl, you are better than me. Mashadi, you are better than me.
Yeah, yeah.
Baby girl, you are in your own league.
Don't waste no time. Wine, wine like you wine, wine like you wine. Show them you're young and free. Girl, you want to wine, wine like you wine, wine like you wine. Like if you gone crazy. This girl is trouble when she bubble, when she wind up on it. She's trouble when she bubble, when she bite on the lip. She's trouble when she bubble, when she wind up on it. She's trouble when she bubble, when she whiny, whiny, whiny. Trouble when she bubble, when she wind up on it. She's trouble when she bubble, when she bite on the lip. She's trouble when she bubble, when she wind up on it. She's trouble when she bubble, when she whiny, whiny, whiny. She have a curve and a landing space between the legs when she's standing. Every man that love girl knows that means trouble. Hey, hey. Sexy but she's simple. Right above her butt, her too dimple. When she whine, the whole place gone crazy. Girl, you want to whine, whine like you whine, whine like you whine. Show them you're young and free, 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 free.
Code Red.
pretty girl, throw your hands in the air. Jump up and down and whine all around and scream like you just don't care. Tenika, Onika, Aisha, Michelle. Jump up and down and throw your waist well, cause you know that you are no skating. Sexy girl, where you get that body from? Look at your legs tick tick like a time bomb. Bend back and show them how to walk the waist. Flex out and grind like you're in a race. Pretty face, girl, I know you is a heaven sent. The way you smile, I could tell you're truly confident. Watch your form, girl, it's you the father really blessed. They make the man be them look like they in a mess. All night I'm thinking out to ask you for a dance. I don't want you to think I'm looking for romance. Fellas line up with pen and piece of paper. The whole fet trying not to get you down. some music from musical land, and exotic is the band. Sit early in the morning, gonna we do some farming. Plant your foot them firm on the land. This is the music farm. Pick up your shovel and hoe, get ready to go. This is the garden planting time. Sow your seed and wine. Me say, down in a Trinidad. Me say.
Do you realize tomorrow is Independence?
Yeah, of course I realize it.
Trinidad and Tobago is celebrating independence, and obviously, if you didn't know, Jamaica is celebrating independence also.
Is it? When is Jamaica on? I
This
think
week?
Jamaica was recently though.
All right, I'll double check to make sure.
Yeah, we'll check.
So we're showing love for Jamaica as well as our Twin Island Republic, home of Trinidad and Tobago. Again, happy independence to both countries, Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago.
Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time.
My lover, I have to mention in my confession to you, my lover, and must discuss what we should and shouldn't do.
Jamaica was August 6th.
Oh, Jamaica was early in the month.
Early in the
Okay,
month.
Early in the
So we
month.
share the same month, but it's a little
Yeah.
to the part. Happy Independence, happy belated Independence, Jamaica, August 6th, and tomorrow, August 31st, Trinidad and Tobago.
Outrageous and ridiculous to see we messing up in mind. See how we messing up in mind. I tell you no. My lover, let's have a good time. No, my lover, let's have a good time.
Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi. Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi.
This bandit war affecting the rich and poor. I say in this bandit war, frustrating the boys and girls. You don't have to be a capitalist to be on the wanted list. The operation is red up tight, and the mugging black is white. 100 million missing in PCO. Who give we money we want to know? That's a bandit. Look the bandit. A police constable who should have more seriously the 15,000 in CID. That's a bandit. Look the bandit. Last week I'm making marketing tongue. As I put on my basket, it's gone, it's gone. That's a bandit. Look the bandit. Well, looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there. Hold him, don't let him get away. Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi. Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi. This you must not deny. Well, don't talk about bank robberies, pickpocketers, and motor car thieves. Well, if the gallery in with watch, diamond rings and gold chains, sister. Well, if you get touched, to the law you must not complain. The panorama boat is waste, it only breaking down all over the place. That's a bandit. Look the bandit. A magistrate make history. He gets 17 years jail in this country. That's a bandit. Look the bandit. So if you wanna leader have a grouse, and when he step out you search the house. That's a bandit. Look the bandit. Well looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there. Jail him, don't let him get away. Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi. Boy, boy, boy. Hi, hi, hi. It have bandits here. It have bandits everywhere. Man, I sure you get detour. Every day it's a crime in New York. It have bandism in government. It have bandism in parliament. And don't judge me wrong. See them walking bout and gaunt and gaunt and gaunt and gaunt and gaunt.
So here now. Just want to let y'all know that there is a bus ride, annual bus ride to Anna Maria Beach on September 13th, which is in roughly 2 weeks, I think, right?
About that.
Yeah, something like that. Bus leaves Magic Mall at 8 a.m. And Magic Mall Plaza, just in case you didn't know, is located at 2155 West Colonial Drive, Orlando, Florida. For more information, please, by the way, you're going to get a complimentary breakfast. For more information, call Cheryl at 407-807-1347, Kurt at 407-953-6939. So here now, tickets are only $65. The bus leaves at 8 a.m. Not 10, not 9, at 8 a.m. So be there on time. The bus will leave Anna Maria Island at 5 p.m. Not 6, not 7.
Pay your money and come late.
Good Lord, you game people. Oh my God. Okay, pay your money and reach late. That's okay. As long as you pay your money, all right?
Pay your money and reach late. Pay your money and reach late.
Pay your money and reach late. We want to listen. We had DeVille on the show last week, Saturday, and we want to say thank you to his team and DeVille. It was a really good conversation.
Yes,
I appreciated the fact that he was very candid with us as to one of the challenges that he encountered.
I wish he would have gone into. I wish he would have into details. I know he mentioned it,
but he did. He did go into detail. He said pretty much that the company that he was contracted with, the recording company that he was contracted with, you know, they have a saying, "See me and come live with me" is two different things. Well, when he signed on with them, they promised certain things, and they did not deliver. The results of that, when he wanted some changes, they blacklisted him.
And he was
for almost 13 years or something like that.
That is.
You know, so he did share. He was very candid about it.
That's right.
So I know you was busy because when he in this room, Code does be trying to balance everything, making sure everything was just fine. So I know you'd always, you know. But yeah. So we want to thank him.
One of these days, what we'll do, we'll turn the camera around and I'll show everybody what goes on inside here.
Yeah. So I can get my favorite song on.
Nope.
What kind of thing is that? They can tell me nope.
Evie. Nope.
Listen. That's not right. So one fete is 11th of October for Miami Carnival.
Yes.
That's Kes the Band.
Yes.
And Bungie and Fair and all of that. Okay. So I know that this weekend here was Labor Day. So they had a huge fete.
Oh my God.
In Brooklyn.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
So we know Caribbean people like to party, Caribbean people like to fete. But listen up, y'all need to start waking up to everything that is happening in this country right now and recognize that everything in moderation, the fetting, the party, and everything in moderation. But keep your head on, okay? And be wise to what's happening. And we want to let you know from now there are special elections occurring around the country. We have one going on right now. I think it ends tomorrow. 2 special elections for District 15 and District 4, I believe.
But you have to tell them where.
Well,
This is an internet radio, so.
Yeah. I gotta do a little Google search to find out exactly where District 15 and 4
No, but
is.
really, I mean.
Yeah, but you're supposed to know. But there are some people who just haven't figured out there's an SOS going on right now. So I'll get that information and I'll try to share before the end of the show. A lot of times I say that and I forget, but I'll try really hard and remember. Okay, so some special elections happening around the country. Please get out and vote. And obviously the large one is November of next year, which also includes the governor of Florida. Get out and vote. I turning it back over to DJ Code Red.
All aboard! Ship ahoy! Yes, we go again. Can't leave my we. It's a must for me. Wakes me up my slumber. Makes me do a number. Yes, we time again. Too loose and we break. Find myself a partner. Just to ease the pressure. Oh, yo. I don't wanna sleep. Hold on. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit on the floor. I don't wanna sleep. Whoa, yo. I want to get in the heat. See me chipping down the street. Carnival afloat. Time to rock the boat. Come and get in line. Strictly party time. Carnival afloat. Time to rock this boat. Come and get in line. Strictly party time. I say. Let me rock non-stop. Rock the boat, baby. Let me rock non-stop. Whoa, yo. Let me drink me rum. Let me have me fun. Get me soul on fire. Let me take it higher. Yes, me set and good. Soca in my blood. I must jump forever. But it won't never. Whoa, yo. I don't wanna sleep. Tell me, baby. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit on the floor. I don't wanna sleep. Whoa, yo. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit on the floor.
I hear something I like. I hear something I like. That's my song. Okay.
Monday to Friday, look
All right.
we always working. The weekend come and we searching for a good time. A good time in the place. Stress on my mind and I need somewhere to release it. So DJ turn up the music, let me feel nice. Somebody say, oh na na, we don't want to stress no more. I got the remedy you've been looking for. Tell naughty bad mind say we only got love. Somebody say, oh na na. We don't want to stress no more. I got the remedy you've been looking for. And if you love life, let me live it up now. Thank God for the weekend. Yeah,
That's
this
all
life
good.
are the greatest. And I just want to celebrate it. So thank God for the
Code Red.
My dear, we're gonna bring you on in 1 minute.
yeah. Deja Mondays, Monday to Friday, look how we always working. The weekend come and we searching for a good time. A good time in the place. Stress on my mind and I need somewhere to release it. So DJ turn up the music, let me feel nice. Somebody say, oh na na, we don't want to stress no more. I got the remedy you've been looking for. Tell naughty bad mind say we only got love. Somebody say, oh na na, we don't want to stress no more. I got the remedy you've been looking for. And if you love life, let me live it up now. Thank God for the weekend. Yeah, this life are the greatest, and I just want to celebrate it. So thank God for the weekend. Yeah, this life are the greatest, and I just want to celebrate it. So bring out a bottle of the champagne. The work done, so we live it. We have life, can't complain. When the weekend come, yeah, we have fun. Bring out a bottle of the champagne. The work done, so we live it. We have life, can't complain. So when the weekend come, let we have fun.
Yeah.
Doing this song.
I love this song.
I hope
When
he
sing.
pays you some sort of royalty
Well,
because
it would have been
you
nice, right?
You singing more than he singing.
Right? It would have been nice.
Good
So-
morning. Good morning.
For all our listeners,
Good morning.
I want to introduce this young lady because remember we've been saying over a month now we're going to introduce mental health to the program, and we're going to have Miss Ashlyn Leonis Charles on at least once a month. We kind of missed it last month, but you know what? I was like, we got to get this done because there's a lot happening within the country that is part of mental health. Not just in the country, but by extension around the world. So without further ado, let me introduce you all to Miss Ashlyn Leonis Charles, licensed mental health therapist. Good morning, Ashlyn.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you all doing?
You're doing okay. You're
Thank
doing
you
okay.
for having me. Thank you for having me.
So I just want people to know before you get started the name of your company and how you can be reached. And then we'll say it again after you've had your conversation.
But the name of the company is Healing on Purpose Counseling and Education. And my email address is aleonis@hopcounseling.org. And contact number 321-430-2913.
All right, niceness. So this is your first day with us, or your first conversation with us. So it's all yours.
All right. So again, thank you for having me. It is always a pleasure to have the opportunity on any and all platforms to talk about the importance of mental health. And so thank you again for the opportunity. This is definitely a great benefit to the community that you all serve. This is a great gift that you can provide to them, is to continue to provide that education and mental health awareness. So just 3 important things that I think is important for me to stress today. Again, I am a licensed mental health psychotherapist. I've been in the field 15 years. And so 3 important components. I've worked with all populations, from children, adults, different settings, hospital, in-home, in-school, correctional settings. So all of the above. 3 components that are going to be important, right? When to seek professional support, how and where to seek professional support, and potential risk if you don't seek support and ignore those symptoms, okay? So certain specific signs of the need to seek professional mental health support includes immediately if you have endured a loss, right? And that can be any sort of loss. That can be a death in the family, close friend, coworker. Maybe you've lost a job, you've lost your position within your career. Maybe it's a divorce, maybe it's a significant relationship. So grief can come in so many different forms. And so when you have lost something that is significant for you, and sometimes people are able to deal accordingly, and then sometimes it puts you in a state of deep depression, anxiety. Maybe you're socially withdrawn, you're not engaging in certain things that you would normally engage in. Aspects of life take place, certain, as children, as adolescents, sometimes we're endured trauma, and sometimes that creeps in certain settings. And so if you find yourself in, engaging or doing things that you normally wouldn't do, right? You're having anger outbursts, you're having issues in your relationships, issues at work, you're not as engaged as you normally would. Those are certain signs that, hey, I may need to seek professional support. When you're talking about kids, hey, they're having behavior issues at home, behavior issues at school, just different factors. When there's a problem and you're not performing or functioning in your best mentally, emotionally, it may be a sign, hey, I need to seek help. And most of these organizations have a free consultation or an opportunity for you just to ask questions. And it doesn't hurt to say, hey, I just need to know if I need to seek out professional support, right? And so the other aspect is how and where. So when we're talking about where, sometimes people are like, I don't know how to seek professional support. Are there a such thing as, like, you go to the hospital when you go through physical issues, right? You know how to call the doctor, but where do I find mental health support, right? And so you can start off with your primary care doctor. Hey, I'm experiencing symptoms of anxiety, or I'm constantly worried, I'm having panic attacks, or I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm not engaged in certain things, or something traumatic happened to me, right? I've been in a domestic violence relationship, I've been abused in so many different ways, or maybe you're just this powerhouse and you're just overstressed with the multiple hats that you wear, the daily task, and just your responsibility. And I'm just going to find a balance, right? And so seeking out professional support first could include reaching out to your primary care doctor. If it's a child that goes to school, there's a school counselor, there's a guidance counselor, some sort of social worker, someone at the school that can help give you some resources. There are also organizations, sometimes when you all are engaging in community events, there are resources that are in the community as well. Certain specific locations that are in the Central Florida area. You have Aspire, which used to be Lakeside. They have a location on Mercy Drive, Lee Road. You have some of those that are a little provide both outpatient and inpatient. You'll hear most of those places when people are getting Baker acted. So you'll hear Aspire, Central Florida Behavior, that's near SeaWorld. You'll hear UBC, that's near University, UCF. So there's locations that are in the Central Florida area that you can walk into and ask for mental health support. Again, you can start off with your primary care doctor, call your insurance, see who you're in network with that can provide you, you can say behavioral health or mental health services. The potential risk if you don't seek support, right, depends on the severity. Number one, depends on struggling with. And we know when you don't tend to something, if there's something that's going on with you, if you don't tend to it, it only gets worse, right? And so sometimes these symptoms increase, right? And so we've seen suicide rates, right? And I think that's the most extreme, where someone gives up. Like, life has happened to me, I can't take it anymore, I'll be better off, right? And so we've seen suicide from children, adolescents, poor, rich, doesn't even matter, right? It doesn't have an age bracket. It doesn't have a socioeconomic background. Like, it doesn't even matter, right? It doesn't discriminate, right? And so when you have gone to the point where you have undergone so much in life and you're constantly masking it and I'm okay, I'm fine, right? And we're not dealing with the issues, you may end up in a position where you'll find yourself in a deep funk that you can't take yourself out of, right? Or you're lashing out on those that love you. Again, worst case scenario, you have individuals who commit suicide, people that will look to drugs, alcohol. So you have severe substance abuse that takes place. And so, which is a dangerous place to be, you know, and then you have individuals that end up in a state of psychosis, right? So you're, and which is another circumstance that may happen because everybody deals differently. And so my prayer is always, number one, I thank God that I'm in my right mind, right? Mm-hmm. And so when life happens to me, God, keep me in my right mind, because I know the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So you have to constantly and consistently be in tune with where you are mentally and emotionally. And so daily or weekly, let me check in with myself mentally. How do I take a break? How do I take care of myself? Making sure that you're checking in with yourself. You know what to look out for when you're talking about your children, spouse, friends, family, coworkers, being able to even suggest an individual that you know to seek out support, because sometimes that becomes the burden. I have someone who needs help, you know, and I'm in a position where I have to take care of them, right? And so making sure that you have the resources you need for yourself when you are dealing with someone that has mental illness. And so it is critical and my mission on a daily basis to make sure that I am allowing and giving the community an opportunity to hear from me, ask questions, and educate. And so part of what Healing on Purpose Counseling and Education does is, one, provide individual mental health services and mental health workshops. And so in those workshops, it's an opportunity for you to ask questions, right? You're learning about the importance of mental health, what diagnosis means, what does medication means, is it needed? And so there's a lot of things when it comes to mental health. And so allowing it to be normal and to talk about it is extremely critical. And so just like if you have a pain in your neck, your arm, we know how to pick up the phone, make a doctor to talk to to talk to our primary care doctor or some specialist. So it's the same thing, right? Mentally and emotionally, when you have gone through a certain particular circumstance in your life, or someone may come to you like, hey, are you okay? You haven't been the same. You know what? It may be a sign, hey, I need to seek out professional support. I need to find that help.
Because people, when you ask someone, hey, how you doing? People automatically answer and say, I'm okay, knowing fully well that they don't feel okay. But that's an automatic response. So I like the fact that you give those 3 components: what to look for, both inside and outside, but particularly inside, where to go, and your third point, what was the third point again? I forget.
Potential risk if you don't seek help.
Potential risks, thank you. And with regards to the second point, where to go. So we, Ashlyn and I, we're here in Central Florida. But the point that she made also, because this is internet radio, wherever you are, there are primary care physicians. And most of them do referrals for mental health concerns. So that would be a starting point. And also, if you have insurance, reach out to your insurance carrier. They will have a list of in-network, out-of-network. And if you do not have insurance, there are certain companies or agencies that will see you, and depending when they've assessed you for mental health concerns, if it's really, really intense, they most times will try and find the funding to help you get the help that you need. So, lady, such good advice. Fantastic advice.
Yeah.
So do we still have to look out for you once a month? Or maybe twice a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Once a month?
Yes.
Serious?
We're going to start off once a month.
Once a month.
Okay,
I'll go take it.
Once a month.
I will take it. So please let them know again your phone number to find you when they need your services. Because I know somebody's listening.
Yep. So again, Healing on Purpose Counseling and Education.
Mm-hmm.
My email address is Leonis, Leonis, @hopcounseling.org. That is the email address. My phone number, 321-430-2913.
I appreciate you. All right, we'll chat.
Right, no, thank you
we'll
for
chat.
having me.
Hey, you're welcome. We need you. We need mental health clinicians. And, I know you, so I go to who I know first. So thank you again.
Exactly.
Have a blessed weekend.
All right, you too. You all enjoy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks again. Miss Ashlyn Leonis Charles of HOP Counseling. You can reach her at Leonis, that's Leonis, at hopcounseling.org. Hey. And I'll give you guys a phone number in a couple of minutes. Thank you, sweetheart. Have a blessed weekend.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. This is the People's Chat Room, making information available to you. We are simulcasting for the first time on Cultural Vibrations Radio, and we really appreciate that. So thank you to listening to us in real time, as opposed to before it was rebroadcast. Now we jiving, we vibing with you in real time, and we are live on iTunes Radio. Now we would like you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's where all our shows are archived. So if by chance you missed today's show, you can go to the YouTube channel and tap into any one of our past shows and check out what is on there. I want to say again, big up and enough respect to the Grenadian crew listening to us in Grenada. And Angus, again, thank you for all the hookups. Carl, your book will be phenomenal, is phenomenal, so we're going to keep pushing that. Let me turn you back over to DJ Code Red as we get ready for our guest in about 20 minutes, Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite.
Well, let's just go to a quick commercial break, and
sure.
we'll be right back.
Transport charter services. Whether you are planning a corporate event, day charter, tours, airport transfers, taxi service, cargo and courier service, or any other occasion, T&T Transportation is here to elevate your travel experience. Give Cheryl a call at 407-844-0431. Visit Cheryl's tttransport.com. Book now.
Orlando, the ultimate island celebration is here. It's Trinidad and Tobago's Independence and Tobago John's birthday party. It all goes down Saturday, August 30th, 6 p.m. to midnight. We're headed to the View. That's 9309 South Orange Blossom Trail, Orlando, Florida. Number 2. Tickets are just $65, food inclusive. No tickets will be sold at the door. This is a ticket-only event. Live on the stage, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, it's the legendary Scrunta with special guest Zubiri Brown. DJs for the night, Kid Rebel, the Golden Child, the Chemist, the Mixologist. Dress code is semi-formal. We want to see you in your red, white, or black. No sneakers, no jeans. For tickets and more information, call 407-247-6441. That's 407-247-6441.
Orlando, get ready for a night of pure Caribbean vibes and unstoppable laughter. On September 27th, join us at the American Legion, 1912A, Lee Road, for a cultural celebration like no other. It's Comedy Calypso Caribbean Jazz, hosted by the People's Chat Room. Performing live, the powerful voices of Tigress and Lima Dunbar will light up the stage with unforgettable performances. Get ready to laugh until your belly busts with comedy from the one and only MC John Tobago Joseph. Plus, feel the depth and passion of spoken word by Lady Q. Vibes all night long with DJs Code Red, Kevorkian, and Professor GT. And delicious island cuisine on sale from Tobago's Kitchen. Advance tickets are just $40 and available now at thepeopleschatroom.com. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7. This is not just a show. It's a full Caribbean experience. Comedy Calypso Caribbean Jazz, September 27th, Orlando. Music, laughter, culture, all in one night. Comedy Calypso Caribbean Jazz.
In the heart of the Eastern Caribbean, a digital transformation is unfolding. Discover the real strategies that drive successful ICT adoption, where visionary leadership, resilient culture, and innovative change management empower organizations. See how technology is reshaping business, education, and community life. Unlock lessons, overcome challenges, and build a future of opportunity. Based on groundbreaking research, this is your essential guide to digital transformation in the Caribbean and beyond. Empower your journey. Transform your world.
That's a promo for the new book. Well, it'll be available September 30th by Dr. Carl Roberts, and it's Navigating the Digital Transformation Imperative, ICT Integration, Deployment, and Global Competitiveness by Dr. Carl S. Roberts. And that book will be available September 30th or around there. Yeah, September 30th.
Where?
Amazon. Yeah, man.
Fancy.
So, during September, we will have a conversation with him to chat a little bit about the book.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it ties in with our guest today, Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite. See,
Okay.
I'm trying to say it like how he says it, Brathwaite, but it's like I'm hearing how we say it in Trinidad, which is Brathwaite. So he'll
Wait,
get both,
didn't you just say
Brathwaite and Brathwaite. Huh?
I thought it was Brathwaite. W-A-I-T-E.
Yeah, but you know, in the Caribbean,
I say
forget.
Brathwaite. I say Brathwaite.
You were not raised in the Caribbean.
Wow.
Why did I feel the need to bring that up? Why? Because you walked right into that. So I couldn't help myself. I had to be me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So while we wait for him to come on, which is in about 15 minutes or something like that, let me turn it back over to DJ Code Red. It is Independence in Trinidad and Tobago, the Twin Island Republic, my birthplace. Code was just born there. That was it. You ain't got nothing to tell me? You ain't got no.
I ain't gonna play shit.
We want to thank Cultural Vibrations Radio for having us in simulcast mode. We really appreciate that. And we also are live on iTunes Radio. You can also look at the stream on the YouTube channel. And I forget, our website,
yes,
thepeoplechatroom.com. So you have multiple locations to check us out and listen to us.
You cannot say, I don't know where to... No,
you can't say.
No. Or I can't get to this. No, we give you different ways to...
We're
to
also on Twitch for the time being because this brainiac here is figuring out something, and thank you, Rodney, for pointing us in that direction.
Yeah.
So let me turn you over to DJ Code Red.
And I want to get it off of Facebook.
Yeah, man. So here now.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love.
Ronnie J. Did I say his name correctly?
Well, hold on. Let me just get Trinidad Independence out of the way.
Oh yes, that's true.
We deal with that.
Yeah, and then we'll go
When
full
we outside,
blown
it's an
Grenadian.
ocean of love. All that we align to the stars up above. Let we dance now. Take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving. Till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake it down again. We're with all my friend and them. No place like home.
Code Red.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. We're with all my friend and them. No place like home. Now is the time for it to jam on somebody. Hand up in the air. Madness everywhere. Itching with DNA. To get on bad when we on the roadway. We like we own way. Tell them freedom in with DNA. When every hand raised, we become one race. It's only one stage. This is the birthplace. Look where we are. Greatest carnival. So magical. It's a blessing sent from above.
I won't be coming back home. No way. No. Not coming back home. I confess that I love to roam. And I found a place where I feel at home. Out here on the road. On the road. Out here on the road. On the road. Ooh, and I love it. I love it here. I love it here. Yeah. I love it here. Yeah. I love it here. And I love it. I love it here. I love it here. Yeah. I love it here. Yeah. I love it here.
Can you have the soul snatcher? God bless Zoom Zoom. And you have the good. That's the reason I can't think straight. Soul snatcher. God bless Zoom Zoom. And you have the good. That's the reason I can't think straight. When God was sharing goodness, you was at the front of the line. You alone get on. You ain't less than a touch.
I hit the next woman selfish and she vex. I hit the next woman selfish and I like it. I buy the selfish from up the road, she vex. Now anytime I reach home, she had no selfish. Whole week I salt. I want some selfish in my mouth, but whole week I salt. All of a sudden none in the house. Whole week I salt. With no selfish in my mouth. Whole week I salt. Whole week I salt.
The road is mine. The road is mine. We going till morning. The road is mine. We jumping on everything. On the road. On anything. On the road. On everything. 'Cause the road is mine. We jumping on everything. On the road. On anything. On the road. On everything. 'Cause the road is mine.
I don't like stress, don't like to be vexed. So I call some gal, and you know what's next. And is that from front and back. Rubbing Nick up and she pushing back. Way, this is what we made for. Yeah, everything we paid for. Way, this is what we slave for. Yeah, anytime we name come here.
Code Red.
Lord. See my ex with a new man. Feel like she new burn. We inside a session. Party kicking up hard. She put up, she 2-1. Winding back on the man. You think I gave a damn? You're mad. The day you leave me, the day you leave, I started to see my way. When you hurt me, I went away. What I thought was a tragedy was a blessing. The day you up and leave was a blessing. A blessing. I'm feeling so blessed. Oh yes, when you leave was a blessing. A blessing. My hands up high, I'm winding low. I'm glad you go, like I never happy before. My hands up high, I'm winding low. I'm glad you go. I don't want to know. When I say I'm fed up with heart, all you feel is joke I'm making. I don't want to hate on love, but sometimes I keep debating. She say she only lover, she only friend. We make a wish, now eat with pen. I sleep and I had a dream, wake up and I make a vow. Soon as everything complete, we saw one out. What I do wrong again, lad? Tell me what I do wrong again. People calling me name, lad. They say I get hard again.
Roman, nah hammer so when you see me walking the road. Roman, nah hammer so when I drinking taking me low. Roman, nah hammer so watch my behavior on the boat. Roman, nah hammer so. Hey, yo, yo.
Every fetty mash up, real. Every fetty mash up. Every fetty mash up, real. Every fetty mash up, rah. And we touching on the place. Every fetty mash up, rah. Me now watch the face. Every fetty mash up, rah. Everything it a be seller. Every fetty mash up, rah. We have liquor by the key. Shell it, 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 shell it. So the girl them do it real easy, simple. Believe me, shell it, shell it, shell it, shell it.
I was just listening to the vibe. Oh yeah, just want to remind you or let you know give you some more information on Mr. Brathwaite. He has more than 40 years of experience as a technology investor, product developer, and executive. Prior to Celesta, where he is the founding manager partner, he co-founded Riverwood Capital, a private equity firm focused on investments in high-growth technology companies. He spent over 25 years as a technology operating executive, including serving as CTO of Flex for more than a decade, and most recently as the chairman and CEO of Aptina Imaging. He previously served in various engineering and technology leadership roles at Intel and InChip. He earned a Master's of Science degree in Polymer Science from the University of Waterloo, Canada, and a Bachelor's Honors degree in Applied Chemistry from McMaster University, Canada. And again, I always give credit where credit is due, so thank you, Angus, for lining this up. We really appreciate it. And next week, we're going to keep that Grenadian good vibes coming because we're going to have Mr. Eddie Bullen on next week, Saturday. But today it's all about Mr. Brathwaite, and we're hoping that by God's grace that it's not just today. Right, Code?
Yes.
Yeah. So we do we have Ronnie J?
Yes, I do.
So this is a young artist out of Grenada that y'all need to listen to because we know he'll be making a statement in the coming months and years. And it's always nice that, hey, we play our people. I gotta throw this in. You know my father is Grenadian, right?
Yeah, I know. And you want to talk about me, but I didn't grow up in Trinidad.
What does that have to? You know what?
Exactly.
You know what?
Thank you.
I started it. Let me back off. You know when they say when your hand in the lion's mouth, ease it out. So let me ease it out. Let me pull it out. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, artist Ronnie J.
I need a strong dose of something now. I ask the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands. I ask the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands. Where you see me? I am the youth from G-Town.
G-Town.
I need a strong dose of something now. I ask the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands.
A dose of
I ask
summer.
the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands. When you see me jumping up, like the bacchanal shot, like the medicine. When you see me whining up, like the bacchanal shot, like the medicine. A dose of summer. From we wake up in the tropics, it must start reflecting. Juve on the road, can't wait for the oil dispensing. Big drum, one song. Somebody pass the storage down. Hey, I ask the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands. I ask the doctor, what do I need? What you prescribing me? I need a vacation to run away and play my sunny islands. When you see
They try to calm me down, they try to calm me down. They say I can't drink rum. Oh God, so much a girl in town, so much a girl in town. I want you. Everybody know what our behavior. From July reach in Grenada. I get a flight but I don't get accommodation. So find me all over the nation, making a whole set of bad decisions. And the counter is a bad decision. I don't care, I'm making bad decisions. Spice must could never be a bad decision. I doing what I'm doing. Go study what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Doing what I'm doing. Don't study me, no. You could call me and
That your child that you claim with your child who don't know if your mother.
You think you're just throwing some big stones at me?
This is Vaughn.
All right, so
it's called
this mother child.
Yeah. This is
I
called
like
job
Vaughn too bad.
decisions.
Job decision?
Job decisions.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's brand new.
Brand new for Grenada Academy. Oh, I want to go Grenada next year.
I'm gonna soak we up now.
No, but
we want to go Grenada next year.
Nah, you go in Grenada, you go stay in the hotel.
What does that mean?
It's steamy.
I am going
Because
in
you feel I don't go nowhere?
I going in oil.
Oh, that part. Now I'm doing that.
See? She go stay in the hotel.
Exactly.
She go stay in the hotel. I go and head to toe. I'm gonna
I
get
have
my
this thing, you know.
I'm gonna get
The only thing that should touch my skin is water. Nothing else.
I mean, just after, and I bet you after you wash off that oil, your skin glowing and glistening.
How you know that?
All kind of bubbles that you had in your skin going.
How you know that?
I just.
You just know. Okay, I'll leave you with that. Yeah, right.
Grenada
Whatever.
Carnival job. I'm making a job decision right now.
Mr. Olade Banks, he going.
I'm making a job decision.
We need to also
now.
go Angola, you know.
We need to go Angola.
We need to go Angola, Grenada. Where else we need to go? That is
You know exactly what's going to happen. I have to quit my job.
You have to play a job. Okay.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get in the way of you playing your job.
Oh, good. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
What?
Wait.
Again, you're listening to the.
Sorry.
You're listening to the
I just
people's
posted
chat
something.
room. What?
I just posted something that I wouldn't repeat, and I just
Wait. Oh, he does text you separate
Brathwaite.
to how he does text me.
Oh, Brathwaite.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you say Brathwaite. Instead of Brathwaite.
But when I
Right.
listened to that lecture series that he did, that I was really, really, into.
No, don't be
It
sorry.
was like an hour and 13 minutes. He said, Brathwaite, so if that is the way the man calls or says his name,
I think
who am I?
Who am I? Who are we? Yeah, I'll just get along. Brathwaite. Okay.
Yeah. Anyhow, anywho.
Wait.
What?
Hold on, let me play this. Hold on. I'd play this for.
So you know Mandela Links have some new music out too, eh?
Yeah. But I'd play this for.
Yo, gets.
When I say my job, and you say my job, capital job, and you say my job. When I say capital, you know me
Yo, gets.
I know, but we can't say that on the air.
And you say my job.
You see what I played? What I changed the tune quick. You see what I changed the tune quick.
We can't say that on the air. And don't forget, we need to play some Ajamo.
That is my job. Say
When did we have Ajamo on the show? Something last year. But Angus, I still like it.
Britney calling, Shishi calling, Caitlin calling for one job. Yogi calling, Spice Mass calling, everybody calling.
Say capital.
I wish I could express and explain the jab thing to you that you will understand in jab language.
I don't think it'll make a difference.
This is
like a power soca.
This is legendary.
Okay, so this is a power soca. For me, with power soca, it only have one way to dance it. Left,
feel like a
to right.
in the rain. I feel like a dashing in the rain. I feel like a calaloo in the rain. I feel like a dashing in the rain. Oh, when you give me the grease, oh grease it down. Oh, when you give me the grease, oh grease it down. Oh, when you give me the grease, oh grease it down. Oh, when you give me the grease, oh grease it down.
Chanting. So now the plane touchdown. I jabbing, as I touch on I jabbing. 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 Hate when we land is, hate when we land, hate when we land is, hate when we land, hate when we land is, hate when we land, hate when we land is.
I dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar. It's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me, sweet in me. Dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar, dip me head in the bag of sugar. It's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me, sweet in me, it's sweet in me.
Girl, I wanna give you somebody's good all. I wanna stick somebody's good all over you. I want to give you somebody's good all. I want to flick somebody's good all over you. Girl, bend down, let me fling it. Girl, bend down, let me fling it for you. Girl, bend down, let me fling it. Girl, bend down, let me fling it for you. Girl, bend down, let me fling it. Girl, bend down, let me fling it for you. Girl, bend down, let me fling it. Girl, bend down, let me fling it.
She's saving all the wine for me and she not giving nobody else. Yo, expert, it's festival time. When they see our girls in the band, they're not even giving nobody a jam. They're saving everything for us. I do, babe. She's saving all the wine for me and she not giving nobody else. All the wine for me and she not giving nobody else.
All wine for, all wine for, all wine for, all wine for.
473 Jam Killer Import link up Southside. Real area, yo. Everybody, you locked on the line hot. Yo, imports. Chop in the line. Chop in the line. 473 chop in the line. Chop in the line. We need that chop in the line. 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 Yo, imports the line hot. My phone line hot. My WhatsApp hot. My Facebook hot. My Twitter hot. My Instagram hot. It's real hot. Shall make them bang on the head back. 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 Shall make them bang on the head back.
shines all hatred in space and time. So still we rise with grace and with faith in the morning, with chains and oil. I am a backpack and I'm ready. Rubbing me backpack and I'm ready. Promoter done laughing already with a backpack and the heavy on now. They go out to put the job and a payroll. Oil fresh like you day old. Put the job and a payroll. Oil fresh like you day old. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay.
I come from when ground used to carry it. Where used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. Where used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. Where used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. Where used to carry it when I Rima had it. Maturita had it. Santa Rosa had it. Down Yaruka had it. In Mova had it. In Sawa had it. Soparia had it. Look all over. Downtown Fed was the vibes when West people live from Lincoln, John and B-Town to head to the playground. And who they link inside Arima and Central Tobago and Southside. The traffic on insomnia morning down the by Westmoreland. Have cars parking like a garage. Me drinks bottle long like ruler in a cooler. And we chipping down the mouse to from Canada. Them time the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it on the flag to the carry it. We used to carry it on the cooler to the carry it. We used to carry it when Central had it. Korea had it. Columbia had it. Dipping Penal had it. 500 had it. And Enterprise had it. Hoover had it. They full of vibes. Downtown Fed was a safe space. 30,000 people of different background. Confusion PSA ground shaking like an earthquake. But everyone was fine. It was when hot girl wine. We used to say the downtown massive and the uptown massive with no fences to separate. And it was like a rite of passage when your clothes get damaged. Just you start setting by the gate. Them time did the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it up and down. We did carry it. We used to carry it when the flag to the carry it. We used to carry it when the bag to the carry it. We used to carry it Marabella.
Yeah, how do it going? That's the part of doing them I like, you know. Yeah, the part of going. Don't waste no time, just start to when you have the best. No waste time, can't go down in on you. No matter how your ex expect, it can't get back you. No man can give your friend chicken and get you. Can't tell you back, you have the cleanest plan. I know stop back till I get this. Between me and your man, you have to share it. And if you leave me, make sure you leave me. The sweetest part inside this with them is the. Can you remind me of this with them? I just love it. Yeah, you're really nice, God bless ya. Plus you're really nice on this song. Not to mention your tight network. Rock pocket boy can't impress ya. Girl, you're special, very special, really special. This year I'm moving like a carnival jumbo. I get it on bad, put my hands up there. I drink it around, so I must play. It's me and my friend that on the outside holder. Oh yeah, like a carnival jumbo. I get it on bad, put my hands up there. I drink it around, so I must play. It's me and my friend that on the road holder. Give me room, let me jump and run them out. Like a carnival jumbo, get on by. Like a carnival jumbo, let me hear this thing. Like a carnival jumbo, action in ya, bacchanal in ya. While everybody take a jump. Carnival jumping in the road, carnival jumping in the street, carnival jumping in the bed, carnival jumping on the stage, carnival jumping in the place, carnival jumping, you is best, carnival jumping. This year I'm moving like a carnival. She said she don't want no broke pocket man. She said she want a money man. And after the man spend all his money on she still done wrong and honey man. Them gyal are wicked. Them gyal are wicked bad. Them gyal are wicked. Them gyal are wicked bad. Them gyal are wicked. Them gyal are wicked bad. Them gyal are wicked. Oh gosh, my girl, why you so bad? She said, man wicked long time. Lie, I'm no wicked than woman. You better take on and stop crying. Because man more wicked than woman. Never. She said she go in and line with she friends. Said she go be gone for like 2-3 hours. 4-5 hours pass and she can't reach back home. Another a man begin, she land and planting more than flowers. Them girl ya wicked, them girl ya wicked bad. Them girl ya wicked, them girl ya wicked bad. Them girl ya wicked, them girl ya wicked bad. Them girl ya wicked.
I hope you find someone. I hope you find someone else. To love you like I do. I hope me to love you true. To love you like I do.
Wow, I tell you all what I get in is mépris. Oui bon Dieu papa zo, oui bon Dieu papa zo. Oh, I tell you all what I get in is mépris. Oui bon Dieu papa zo, oui bon Dieu papa zo. What? Every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby. Next, Lord. Wow, every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby. Next.
And a girl in the middle. That's the gun we need to find. The middle. For the sake of peace of mind. So the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them. Because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girl and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's say it's I say, for you, all so come and take a jump. And like we started by the joke, like we started by the joke. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Light it up, bring the shots and light it up. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Look at times in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Come everybody on the road, so let me see your hands up in the air. Wave them up in the band. People from everywhere. Welcome down to the land of the party. We love to party. Why yo. Cause life is for the living, so we living it. And thanks is to be given, so we giving it. So don't be late. The truck and them can't wait. We are thing to celebrate. I'm telling you, hard work without the smart work. It now work. We don't want no matter that. I need a little breather. 2 days on the road.
Look where we reach again. End up in a party in the streets again. Even though I never wanna cheat, it's 1,000 man and 1,000 gal. I wanna jam on.
Look where we reach, you know. Why we bringing sun up to the beach, you know. Just let the relationship breathe. I is not your man, you is not my girl. Until we reach so you could jump up on who you want and I go where I'm going to like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. So you could jump up on who you want and I go where I'm going to like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party
love to wine, so don't come and try to interrupt me vibe. Even if I wind down rude with our next man, you will have to get no stress.
The thing that's happen when we party hard. I ain't trying to stop you from your plan at all. Look at bumper, I ready to jam. I ain't looking for gal, cause you do what you want. So when you're ready, you could jam up on who you want and go when I'm who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. So you could jam up on who you want and go when I'm who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself.
Real bad man drink rum from the calabash. Real bad man drink, real bad man drink, real bad man drink rum from the calabash. Smoke high grade and grabber.
You know what a calabash is?
Of course I know what a calabash is.
You sure you know what a calabash is?
Of course I know
Oh,
what a
that's right, you're
calabash is.
Grenadian.
You see, it's them kind of thing. Why you have to go? I mean, I'm proud of my heritage.
I didn't
My
say
mother
nothing.
is Trinidadian. My
Well,
father is Grenadian.
I did not say anything. I said just.
Yeah, but the way you throw it at me, like, I take immediate offense for 1 second.
How about you? I just, you're sensitive,
I'm very sensitive to certain things, you know what I'm saying? So we have Mr. Brathwaite in the waiting room, and he's coming on. Good morning. Good afternoon. Well, it's morning where you are, and it's afternoon where we are.
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Doing very well, thank you.
I really appreciate this. And because we kind of, we're not going to get the full 40 minutes, I got to jump right in. Welcome to the People's Chat Room. I have a lot of questions. I'm sure I won't be able to get them all in, but let's go.
All right, well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show, and I apologize for the mix-up this morning.
Well, we appreciate it. I know you don't normally do interviews, so we really appreciate it. And because I may not get all my questions in, I'm hoping that you would be okay with a follow-up show at your convenience.
Sure. Let's get to this.
Let's get to it.
If you still want me back after
yeah, man. We will still want you back. You are a son of the Caribbean. So let's go. As you know, I viewed your 2015 lecture at the Central Bank in Barbados. It was very interesting. I got to tell you, I watched it from beginning to end, no pause, nothing, right? What do you think would account for the lack of progress over the past 10 years? Because that was in 2015. Yeah. I think it's a lack of vision. What are your thoughts?
I have to be honest. I think it's a combination of many things.
We want you to be honest.
It could be, one of it could be a lack of vision. I actually think the bigger problem, and that might be related to a lack of vision, I think there are lots of people in the Caribbean who understand that there are things we need to do, and we need to accelerate the pace at which we do things. Mm-hmm. I think some of our politicians are more interested in winning elections than in actually making a difference in the Caribbean. And so, they're very good at, articulating stuff, but execution is a problem that we have in the Caribbean. The fear for me is that the world is changing rapidly, and our lack of execution means that we continue to fall behind other regions. And in this globally connected world, it's important to pay attention to what's happening elsewhere. You can't just operate within your own areas anymore. But I think a big issue is execution. If even within governments, in some cases, you have some prime ministers who are very aggressive and want to make a difference, but then when it gets to the next level down, the execution level, when you get down to people like the permanent secretaries and people like that who have to execute, the pace of execution just isn't there. There is no sense of urgency, and in fact, if you push too much, they just have to sit and wait for 5 years because they think the government will change, and so if they don't do anything, you're more likely to be gone than there. So I think we really have to increase the sense of urgency and increase the pace of execution.
All right, I appreciate that, and you're right. Let me just don't beat around the bush. You're right. My next question. In 2023, along with some of your cohorts, you participated in a forum to explore the possibility of fostering a unicorn company in the Caribbean. Prior to the forum, there was a practical question that was floated around in the article, and it would be interesting to hear your response to that first. Then we'll talk about the unicorn company in the Caribbean. And that practical question was, do we really need a unicorn in the Caribbean, or simply sound business practices coupled with a supported entrepreneurial ecosystem?
Well, when I think about unicorns, I think about it a little bit differently from the typical definition. Like, for a lot of people, a unicorn means some company that's worth $1 billion and, some startup that gets to $1 billion of value. But there are a lot of unicorns that fail. They get a huge valuation and then they fall apart. That's not necessarily what we need. When I talk about unicorns in the Caribbean, I don't look at it from those types of definitions. I look at it more from building significant businesses that could be transformative to the economies of the region. And in that, if you look at it from that perspective, I think the region does need some unicorns. If you look at it from that perspective, we need to transform our economies, and transforming our economies is going to mean creating new opportunities, creating new jobs, creating engines that can drive wealth, increase wealth creation within the region, and creating an economy that is vibrant and sustainable. And I think that will require some new businesses. I mean, we have some great businesses in the Caribbean. We don't have a lot of them, but you look at companies like Massey and Sandals and others. Those are phenomenal global businesses. We just need more of them. And I think we need to drive those through entrepreneurial activities. And so to answer your question, I think the Caribbean needs some transformative type businesses that can drive rapid growth and drive economic transformation that is sustainable.
So that falls right in line with something that you shared on that during that lecture. Instead of focusing on valuation, focus on value creation.
Correct.
Fantastic. My next question. Thank you. Today, some Caribbean island countries are beginning to trade with some African nations. What are your thoughts on that? So that's a two-part question. What are your thoughts on that? And to what extent do you see technology assisting this alignment?
Well, my thoughts on the improved linkages between Africa and the Caribbean is in general very positive. I think that it makes sense for the Caribbean, which has a huge African diaspora, to be significantly linked to Africa, and I think it makes sense for Africa to be linked to the Caribbean. Mia Motley once said to me, and I'm sure she said it to many other people, that the linkage between the Caribbean and Africa in the past was through slavery. And there's no reason why we can't rekindle that linkage and make it work in a more positive way. I mean, slavery was one of the biggest trading links that existed. Why can't we take that same linkage and create a different type of trading link that is more positive for both regions? And I do agree with that. However, I'm concerned about the fact that, when I listen to a lot of the presentations and I read a lot of what I it's not clear what the benefits of the linkages are going to be longer term. I hear a lot of rhetoric and things, so we have to wait to see how this comes out. No, I have one friend who has made the comment that you can't tie two rocks together and expect them to float.
Yeah.
And so we have to make sure that we understand there are challenges, there are serious headwinds here. And it's not like you have two regions that bring only positives. There's also a bunch of, I would say, negativity that is included in this linkage. And so we have to make sure that we address those things. We address the issues that could potentially pull us down. However, in terms of your question about the role technology plays, technology has to play a role. I am a technology investor and I'm a technologist, and I make apologies for that. And I will say this: I don't believe that you can have any successful business or even government or services that is not technology enabled going forward. And in fact, I would go a bit further to say that if it's not AI enabled, chances are it's going to be very difficult to have sustainable businesses in the future. And so technology has to be an important part of any economic development that we think about. It's not just about creating financial institutions and having greater access to financing or debt or different things like that, but we have to be able to build businesses that can compete. And in order to build businesses that compete, they have to be technology enabled, whether it's government services or as businesses. Without technology enablement, I don't think you can drive the kind of productivity and the kind of quality of services that the world expects.
See, what is interesting, and I appreciate your response, what is interesting for me is let me reference that lecture from 2015. Nothing much has changed. Nothing much has changed. And that is very discouraging. Very discouraging. However, let me continue. This question is from a friend of yours that you know really well, Dr. Carl Roberts, who has a book coming out that will be available on September 20th. And we'll play that when we go to a small break during this interview. He said, how would trade with Africa help or hurt the CSME initiative, otherwise known as the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, and movement within the Eastern Caribbean Basin? So how would it help or hurt?
I actually don't think it will. Well, whether something helps or hurt has more to do with how it's implemented than the theory of the linkage. I think, I personally believe that the global South represents one of the richest market opportunities that exists in the world today. You know, depending on how you define the global South, you know, you're talking about 6 to 7 billion of the 8 billion people that exist in the world today. Now, you know, one can say, well, you shouldn't really include all of India, and you really shouldn't really include all of China, and you know, so we can create that. We can define the global South however we want to define it, but no matter how you define it, this represents a huge market opportunity, and the market opportunity here is great, but the requirements are a little bit different from the requirements of the typical markets that people tend to focus on, which is Europe and North America. And so for the Caribbean, this connection to Africa could represent access to a very large market. Africa, I think, the continent of Africa, I think, has a population of, you know, 1.6, 1.7 billion, something in that range. And so it's a very large market. There are very strong social connections also between the Caribbean and Africa. And so this represents a very large market to us. I don't think it affects us that much negatively, because in a global environment that we're in today, we have global trade, and I'm going based on what the world looked like prior to January of this year, but for, you know, so I apologize for that to some extent. But
okay.
You know, the fact that there'll be competition, there's competition today. And so, and the competition today, if you look at globalization and what globalization did to the world, globalization really was a way of opening up markets to the US in particular, to US companies and businesses in particular. So for example, if you were not a net exporting country, you did not benefit that much from globalization. And so the fact that this might potentially increase competition within the Caribbean, I'm not so sure that it increases it any more than, in theory, what exists today. I think it also increases market opportunities. And we live in a world where we have to compete. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, as
competition is healthy.
Competition is there whether you like it or not. In some cases, it would be great if you had a monopoly, but, you know, very few companies are able to enjoy that today. And so I think there are always negatives. There are always things that you have to be aware of. There are always potential issues that you have in anything. It's just like in technology. You know, there are always potential issues, but you have to look at what are the net result. It's kind of like a balance sheet. There are positives and there are negatives, and if the positives outweigh the negatives, you have a pretty decent situation. And the question is, how do we compete in this type of environment? And I think the Caribbean could potentially be a hub for businesses that want to access the global South market. And I think we should focus on how can we leverage the Caribbean with this connection to North America in particular as a hub for accessing the global South market, and Africa is a big part of that.
And that part, the how-to part, that's very important, because that would take most of us, if not all of us, being on the same page, you know, and that can be a problem. So I think.
But I don't know if it has to take all of us being on the same page. A lot of us have to be on the same page for sure. But sometimes you can transform. You can have transformational impact with just a small number of people. I remind people that Christ came on this earth and transformed the earth by starting with 12 people. So you don't necessarily need to have everybody sign up all at once. You need to have people who are committed and capable and competent, and then you can, it can create a snowball effect. So if you're trying to get everybody to sign up, that could be very difficult in itself. But if you get people who are committed, competent, and capable, you can get started. And then, we tend to be a copycat kind of society anyway. So if things look good and they're positive and we see momentum, people will jump on board.
People will jump on board, definitely. We're going to go into a break where we're going to play the promo for Carl's book. I'll tell you a little bit about what it is, and then we'll come back on the other side with some more questions. Thank you.
In the heart of the Eastern Caribbean, a digital transformation is unfolding. Discover the real strategies that drive successful ICT adoption, where visionary leadership, resilient culture, and innovative change management empower organizations. See how technology is reshaping business, education, and community life. Unlock lessons, overcome challenges, and build a future of opportunity. Based on groundbreaking research, this is your essential guide to digital transformation in the Caribbean and beyond. Empower your journey. Transform your world.
Yeah, so the book is called Navigating the Digital Transformation Imperative, ICT Integration, Deployment, and Global Competitiveness. And that's Dr. Carl S. Roberts. I need to remind us, our listeners, who we're listening to or who we're having a conversation with today, Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite, who is the founding managing partner of Celesta. He has more than 40 years of experience as a technology investor, product developer, and executive prior to Celesta. There's a whole lot more. We shared it at least twice on the show. Running out of time, let's continue with the conversation. So, my next question, sir, is you mentioned using technology and science to motivate our youth to drive advancements in agriculture. CARICOM reportedly has initiatives to support the use of technology to solve some agricultural challenges. Do you see any progress as to where we should be as a region as it relates to our youth, technology, and advances in agriculture?
I don't want to pretend to be an expert in what's happening in the Caribbean. My knowledge is based primarily on what I hear from others and what I've read, but it seems to me that agriculture, we haven't really changed our approach to agriculture for decades. And without a change of approach, I think agriculture in the Caribbean over time will probably die. And part of the challenge, it's not just agriculture. Many of the large industries that exist in the world, agriculture, financial services, construction, and many of these industries have not kept up with global demands, especially the demands that require significant improvement in productivity. To try to attract young people into agriculture, we have to paint a future that looks better than what they see in their parents. Our young people who grew up watching their parents in agriculture don't see a path to success or to wealth creation based on the history that they've seen. And I don't blame the youth for not wanting to go into agriculture based on what they've seen traditionally. There are very few agriculturalists in the Caribbean who have been very successful. And I think a big part has to do with the fact that agriculture in the Caribbean has primarily been subsistence farming. And there's a big difference between farming and agriculture. Agriculture is a business. Farming is the factory that supplies business. So if you look at agriculture in the world today, there are probably 2.5 to 3 billion people in the world that's involved in agriculture, but probably 20% of them are farmers. The people who make a lot of the money are the people who are adding value beyond just growing the crops. And growing the crops is becoming more and more difficult. You have global warming, you have expansion of the middle class and other things that are just taking up some of the land. And so you have less land to farm and more challenges to farm the land. And so we have to find ways to leverage agriculture to improve the productivity of agriculture, just in the same way as you have There was a big drive one time. Everybody was talking about fintech, fintech, fintech. All fintech is technology's response to the challenges facing the financial services industry. And I think we need a technology response to the challenges facing agriculture. And that technology response has to do primarily with improving productivity. And there was a time when there was a lot of push around things like vertical farming or Indo farming and all of these things. The problem with these things is most of these approaches do not really address the real problem. You can go do indoor farming. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be more productive just because it's indoors. We have to look at it from the perspective of how do we get more products without significantly increasing the cost of those products. And that has to do with improved productivity. And I think technology is the response to this. The other thing is we have to think differently about how we support farmers. In the old days, the way we supported farmers, where we had these agricultural officers in the ministries that went around and supported farmers, but the kind of support young people who are getting into farming today need are different from the kind of support that the farmers would have needed 50 years ago. And so if we're going to have that, we have to get people who can provide the kind of support you need today. And then we have to get some of our best and brightest to also go into studying agriculture. I am not aware of a single island scholar from Grenada who went and studied agriculture at university.
I would say that also includes other islands, not just Grenada. For some reason, and I hope we can at some point get into that, what is the reason why governments are so afraid to steer our young people in that direction? Because, I mean, you've heard this saying a million times. They are our future, right? So you got to invest in your future. And if you're very tentative to do that, what are you afraid of? Not them, but you. So
I'm not so sure that the government is afraid. I think that they may be not getting good advice on the kind of things they need to do. So, for example, I articulated to a previous government in Grenada many years ago that if you want to get young people more involved in agriculture, why don't you help young people create a business, for example, that can leverage technology or automated equipment to do things like terracing of land. One of the problems you have in Grenada is very hilly and it's very difficult to automate. But if you can terrace the lands for the farmers, it could increase automation, it could increase productivity. Maybe since young people like technology and they like stuff like that, maybe you can help young people to get into a different aspect so they can get into more the services side of agriculture, providing services that enable farmers to have better outcomes. But that would require, since you have a lot of young people who are entrepreneurial, they like technology, they like these things, there are ideas that we can bring. I personally believe one of the biggest challenges we have in the Caribbean, we like to talk a lot about our lack of money. But I actually think the bigger problem we have is the lack of ideas.
See, Mr. Brathwaite, I obviously, I enjoy your response, and I can't not stop being me, which is, I hear you saying that it could be a lack of advice, but I think to an extent, some of it is also fear, because a lot of times people are afraid of what they don't know. And sometimes they never give the young people, they never really show them that they believe in what they are capable of doing. And again, listening to that lecture from 10 years ago, your focus on the youth and how once you approach them the right way, technology-based, they can be very productive. So this is my last question, and it's based on the youth. Your belief in our youth and encouraging them to be entrepreneurs with a focus on maximizing technology is a platform that appears near and dear to you. What, in your assessment, should be the steps any of our Caribbean countries should take to invest in the youth? I know you started responding in this question that we just came out of, but if you could just elaborate a little bit more, and also, should this be CARICOM driven?
I'll try to tie this in with the statement you made earlier, because I don't necessarily disagree with you around the lack of fear, because I think some of our governments are not really interested in changing our situation, because if you look at some of the policies people put in, they seem to be more interested in keeping people poor rather than trying to create enrichment and opportunities. So I think there is some level of fear that might be involved in that. I don't know that that's the majority of governments, by the way. I think that is true in some cases. In terms of how we invest in the youth, if you're going to invest in, we often brag about the fact that the majority of our population are young people, and that's true, by the way, for most countries. It's not just ours. But then that means that your greatest assets are your young people. So if you don't invest in your greatest assets, how are you going to transform your economy? If you don't invest in the young people to help them to be more productive, they're going to turn old people who are unproductive, and they're going to become a strain on your economy, which means your economy is going to get worse. So we have to invest in young people. And I think if we invest in young people, it'll help also address some of the other issues we have, which is crime and other things. So the question is, how do you go about investing in these young people? I think it goes back all the way to schools. How we invest in our schools to make sure that the outputs that come out, the people the output of the schools are better suited to be successful in the environment that they live in today, which means we have to look at educational reform to make sure that we training people for the jobs that are going to be available in the future, not the jobs of the past. So even thinking about how we set up our education system, I mean, I must admit that I am not happy with some of the things I see with our Caribbean education. When you see people doing 27 subjects and stuff like that, I mean, that is ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. We have to get beyond these things and make sure that we train people adequately. We also have to get out of some of these rigid school environments that we had before, and realize that, for example, the jobs of the future are going to require more multidisciplinary education than the jobs of the past. So, for example, robotics might require knowledge of dance and physics. In my days going to school, you couldn't take a combination of dance and physics, because they tell you have to take physics, chemistry, mathematics. And if you're doing dance, you have to do, the humanities, all your classes from the humanities. And I think future jobs are going to require the integration of humanities and sciences and things like that. So we have to go back to the education system, and then we have to provide opportunities. And these opportunities can't just be projects, because projects are not sustainable. We have to get beyond projects to really creating opportunities, sustainable business opportunities that can lead to meaningful jobs where people can feel like they can earn decent salaries that can help them have families and increase wealth. And I think you have to take a very holistic approach to helping our youth. Otherwise, the problem is just going to continue to get worse.
I don't know if you can see me, but I'm vigorously nodding my head because you're so on point with that. We have students coming out with how many 10 whatever subjects. They did their part by studying hard, getting everything done right, and when they come out of school, there's nothing. And you have that brain that just goes to waste. So we as a people in the Caribbean region, governments really need to start investing in the young people,
Also, we have to promote, UWI is a fantastic school. And I see people leaving the Caribbean and going to study in countries at universities that are barely accredited instead of going to UWI. And I don't understand that. This is a fantastic school. We have to invest more in UWI. We have to also transform UWI, by the way, because I think up until recently, UWI, like its I guess its heritage from the British, was focused primarily on training scholars and not necessarily training people who can apply science and knowledge to creating things. And so I think there are some things we have to do, but I think we have to start with our educational system. I had promoted in Grenada, for example, that one of the things we should start doing more of is creating student commons that encourage people to study together and collaborate more. When I was going to school, we didn't have that. You went to a library and you sat in a corner by yourself. And that's not necessarily the most effective way to learn. We also have to stop complaining about what we don't have and use more of what we have. I remember studying geography in high school in the Caribbean, and I went to high school in 3 different Caribbean countries: Grenada, Guyana, and Barbados. And I remember studying geography and studying clouds and never stepping outside and looking at pictures in a book. And we have all kinds of clouds. I remember studying rainforests and studying about the Amazon. And I did not know that Grenada had a rainforest. I did not know that Grand Tang was a rainforest. And the teachers didn't take us to Grand Tang on field trips to show us what we were studying in books. But you hear people talking about the fact that we may not have the best physics labs and we may not have the best chemistry labs, but we have to also leverage what we have. And we do have things that we can leverage to drive more curiosity, especially around science. Children are naturally curious. Every child is interested in understanding how a microwave works, or how a kite flies. And we can use those types of things and the curiosity there to drive better scientific training that would help our students to focus more on STEM, which I think is very important in today's environment.
I was waiting for when you would say that acronym STEM. And for those of you that didn't know what UWI means, it means University of the West Indies. There's one in Jamaica, there's one in Trinidad and Tobago, there's one in Barbados, and there's one in Grenada. And I'm sure there are probably others in other similar Caribbean island states. Mr. Brathwaite, we gotta go, but I gotta tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I sure hope that you feel the same way, because I'm going in from A to A, and thank you so much for being a guest on the People's Chat Room today.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. And even though I generally don't like doing this, I enjoyed this conversation a lot, like I typically do when I talk to people from the Caribbean. But, this to me, these are important conversations that we need to have, and I enjoy these conversations. And so, anytime you want me back, just let me know.
I would appreciate it. Especially as I didn't get a chance to ask all my questions. But I know we got to go. And I want to say thanks to Angus from Spice Concoction for making this happen. And Mr. Brathwaite, again, you have a blessed weekend. It's a Labor Day kind of thing going on. You be blessed. And again, thank you so much. And can I stay in touch?
Of course. Thank you very much again for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for saying yes. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Nicholas Brathwaite, I really need to read some of who this gentleman is, and we have been so honored to have him on the show. He has more than 40 years of experience as a technology investor, product developer, and executive. Prior to Celesta, he co-founded Riverwood Capital, a private equity firm focused on investments in high-growth technology companies. He spent over 25 years as a technology operating executive, including serving as CTO of Flex for more than a decade. There's more to this gentleman, and he is a son of the soil, y'all. Son of the soil. My name is Lima Dunbar. This is DJ Code Red. We gotta go. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Shades of Summer, Fronta tonight. Cultural Vibrations Radio, thank you. iTunes Radio, thank you.
Mr. Music. Many people asking me, Jamo, how you love your music.
Yeah, but you guys need me to help with anything today? I don't know.
You want to list because? I gotta go.
No. Very fun.
Thank you.
No, seriously.
No.
Okay. Other than lifting speakers.
No, take this a slow.